I came home to find Karen, the HOA dictator, dripping blue and screaming bloody murder after I turned my hot tub into a revenge-soaked trap. She'd been throwing secret parties in it all week. Now, she was about to learn what happens when you mess with the wrong neighbor. Hey, folks, I'm Ethan. Welcome to my wild ride in Maple Grove, Ohio, where the only thing hotter than my $15,000 hot tub is the chaos I'm about to unleash. Drop a comment if you've ever had a neighbor from hell, because this one's for you. So, I just staggered back from 5 days of fishing at Lake Tahoe, 5 glorious, phone-free days dreaming of sinking into those bubbling jets with a cold IPA and washing away the stress of a soul-sucking job. Instead, I walk into my backyard and freeze. A neon pink flip-flop bobs in my hot tub like a taunting buoy. Wet footprints zigzag across my patio like a drunk toddler's art project. A half-empty bottle of rose sweats on the deck, and a soggy towel slumps over my Adirondack chair, reeking of lavender and entitlement. The water? Murky, warm, and screaming someone else's good time. My sanctuary, my post-divorce lifeline, had been hijacked, and I knew exactly who to blame. Karen. That Karen. The self-crowned queen of our HOA, the woman who'd ticket you for sneezing if she could make it stick. I ripped out my phone, heart pounding, and yanked up the security cam footage I'd installed last spring. Boom. There she is, Friday night, strutting into my yard like it's her personal kingdom. Floppy sun hat, wine glass swinging, Bluetooth speaker blasting yacht rock so loud I could hear it in my nightmares. She's got 2 minions in tow, HOA drones I vaguely recall from her last rant about unapproved hedge heights. They're giggling, clinking glasses, sinking into my jets like it's a damn country club. I scroll back. Thursday night, same circus. Saturday afternoon? Karen's back with a charcuterie board and a third stooge, all of them splashing around while I'm 200 miles away, clueless and exhausted. 4 times in 5 days. My vision blurs with rage. I'm not some hothead, okay? I'm a network engineer. I fix messes, not start them. But this? This is war. That hot tub isn't just a luxury, it's my reward. My peace after a divorce that left me hollow. And Karen turned it into her splashy little fiefdom. I storm across the street, footage loaded, fist clenched. She opens her door, all pastel cardigan and fake sweetness, like she's auditioning for a Hallmark villain. Ethan, back from your little fish trip. She coos, smirking like she didn't just colonize my backyard. Hope you don't mind, we made use of your tub. It's such a waste to let it sit there. Waste. My voice cracks, my eye twitches. Karen, that's my property. You don't get to make use of it. She laughs, that smug, nasal chuckle that makes you want to scream. Oh, Ethan, don't be so uptight. You weren't even here. Besides, I gave you a shout-out in the newsletter. Thought you'd be thrilled. Thrilled? I'm about to explode when she shuts the door in my face, leaving me steaming on her porch. I stomp home, check my inbox, and there it is, Maple Grove Monthly, Hot Tub Happy Hours. Big thanks to Ethan Miller for sharing his stunning spot with the community. It gushes. I didn't share a damn thing. I wasn't even asked. My jaw hits the floor. That's when it sinks in. This isn't a one-time slip-up. Karen's been a menace since I moved in. She fined me $75 once because my garage door was too matte. She left a note on my recycling bin about proper sorting etiquette. And now she's turned my sacred space into her personal Napa Valley? No. Hell no. I plop onto my deck, staring at that defiled hot tub, the murky water mocking me. Across the street, her porch light flicks on, and I swear I hear that laugh again, slithering through the night. My blood boils. She thinks she's untouchable? She's about to find out I'm not just some pushover with a fancy tub. I'm a guy who solves problems, and she's just become my favorite one. I didn't know it yet, but Karen wasn't just a nosy busybody, she was a suburban tyrant with a rap sheet of petty crimes longer than her wine rack. This hot tub heist? Just the opening shot. But I was ready to fire back, and my first move was going to be a doozy. So there I am, pacing my deck like a caged animal, the hot tub gurgling behind me like it's laughing at my misery. Karen's smug little "don't be uptight" is looping in my head, and every splash of that murky water feels like a slap to the face. I'm not just mad. I'm nuclear. She didn't just invade my space. She turned it into her personal party pad and had the gall to brag about it in the newsletter. My newsletter shout-out, my humiliation, is probably pinned to every fridge in Maple Grove by now. I can hear the neighbors whispering, "Oh, Ethan's so generous." Generous? I'm about to show her generous. I plop into a deck chair, crack open an IPA, and let the gears turn. I'm a network engineer. My whole life is about finding weak spots and fixing them, or in this case, exploiting them. Karen thinks she's untouchable, some HOA warlord ruling from her beige throne across the street. But she's not invincible, she's sloppy. And sloppy gets caught. I need something legal, something petty, something so deliciously poetic she'll choke on her rose when it hits. That's when it clicks. The hot tub. Her prized conquest. I'm turning it into her downfall. Next morning, I'm on a mission. I hit up Pool Pros on Route 12, practically vibrating with adrenaline as I snatch a bottle of tracer dye, bright blue, harmless, and clingy as hell. The clerk raises an eyebrow. Leak check? He asks. Something like that. I grin, already picturing Karen's face. Then I swing by Spice Haven downtown, grabbing a vial of habanero oil concentrate. 2 drops of that stuff could make a linebacker cry, but it's food grade, so no lawsuits. My hands are shaking as I check out, not from nerves, but from the sheer glee of what's coming. Back home, I upgrade the setup. New motion sensor lights, a second cam angle just right, and a fake, out-of-town story. I yell to my mail carrier, loud enough for Karen's nosy ears to catch. Heading to the lake again this weekend. I shout, smirking as I flick the porch light off Friday night. The bait's set. Saturday morning, I'm crouched by my upstairs window, coffee in hand, live feed rolling. The tub's preheated, jets humming, looking like an open invitation. Across the street, Karen's garage door creaks open. She's loading a cooler into her SUV, chatting with her minions. My heart's hammering. This is it. By noon, they slink through my side gate like a pack of suburban hyenas. No knock, no text, just pure entitlement. Karen's in first, Queen Bee Supreme, sinking into the water with a smug little I catch on the audio feed. Her crew piles in, Lisa from down the block, who once reported my trash cans for being too visible, and some guy in a polo I don't recognize, probably her creepy brother-in-law from the last HOA picnic. They're toasting, laughing, oblivious. To Ethan, our favorite absentee host. Karen crows, raising her glass. My grip tightens on the mug. Keep laughing, lady. 10 minutes in, it starts. The water shifts, subtle at first, a faint blue tint creeping through the sunlight. Lisa squints, rubs her thigh, frowns. Is this tinted? She mumbles. Karen waves her off. It's the jets, relax. Then the habanero kicks in. It's slow, a twitch here, a scratch there, then it's chaos. Polo guy bolts upright, yelping, nearly slipping as he claws at his arms. Lisa's splashing, shrieking, it burns. Karen's blinking, confused, swiping at her neck as red splotches bloom across her skin. The jets churn harder, spreading the oil like a fiery hug. Glasses shatter, the cooler flips, and Karen launches herself out, slipping on the deck with a wet thud, blue water trailing behind her like she's melting into a smooth. I wait 10 beats, heart pounding, grin splitting my face, then stroll outside, phone in hand, camera lift. Karen's hunched over, dripping, clawing at her arms, screeching, "What the hell did you do?" I lean against the railing, cool as ice. Me? Oh, just added some pool dye and a splash of habanero oil to my hot tub. You know, the one you broke into. Again. She's neon regret incarnate, eyes wild. You poisoned it. My skin's on fire. I shrug. Non-toxic, Karen. But that blue? Good luck scrubbing it off before Monday. She's wobbling, furious, blue streaks staining my deck. I'm calling the cops, she spits. Please do. I fire back, holding up the phone. For days of footage, breaking and entering, let's chat with them about that newsletter too. Pretty sure forging my consent's a gray area. Lisa's still whimpering, Polo guy's muttering curses, and Karen's crew scatters like roaches in daylight. I watch them stumble off, dripping and defeated, and I can't stop grinning. Phase 1. Complete. But here's the kicker, while I'm savoring this sweet, petty victory, something's brewing across town. My buddy Mike, who lives 3 streets over, texts me, "Dude, Karen's at the HOA office right now, ranting about you." I freeze. She's not just licking her wounds, she's reloading. And I've got no idea what she's cooking up. Yet, I'm still buzzing from the hot tub takedown, replaying Karen's blue-streaked meltdown in my head like it's the Super Bowl highlight reel. My deck's a mess, blue puddles, a shattered wine glass, and that soggy flip-flop I've half a mind to frame as a trophy. I'm sipping my second IPA, feet propped up, thinking I've won the war. She's humiliated, her crew's scattered, and I've got footage that could double as a comedy special. But then my phone pings Mike again. Heads up, man. Karen's spinning some wild story at the HOA office. Says you sabotaged her on purpose. My stomach twists. Of course she's not done. She's Karen. She doesn't retreat, she doubles down. I'm halfway through texting Mike back when my inbox dings. It's the Maple Grove Monthly, an emergency update this time. I open it, and there it is, in bold, community alert, hot tub hazard. Karen's pinned a sob story, claims I recklessly contaminated my spa, endangering unsuspecting neighbors who were graciously invited to relax. She's got quotes from Lisa, I thought I'd need a hospital, and a blurry pic of her blue-tinted arm, captioned victim of malice. I choke on my beer. Victim? She broke into my yard. I'm fuming, but I can't help it. I laugh. This is next-level delusional. She's turning my revenge into her martyr moment. By Monday, the whispers hit. I'm grabbing coffee at Brew Haven when Mrs. Carter from 2 houses down sidles up, all wide eyes and hushed tones. Ethan, is it true you rigged your hot tub to hurt people? I nearly spit my latte. Hurt people? Mrs. C, it's Diane hot sauce. Karen's just mad she got caught trespassing. She blinks, pats my arm. Oh, dear. She's telling everyone you're unhinged. Unhinged? Me? I'm the guy who spent his weekend scrubbing her mess out of my jets while she plays Joan of Arc. I'm steaming as I head home, but then I spot it, a hand-delivered letter on my porch, faux official HOA letterhead and all. Notice of violation, it reads. Karen's claiming my new motion lights are disruptive to neighborhood harmony and slapping me with a $200 fine. My house isn't even under HOA rules. I'm on the edge of the plat, free and clear of her nonsense. She knows this. It's a bluff, a desperate jab to save face. I crumple it, grinning. She's scrambling, and I'm about to make it worse. I dig into her game. Turns out, Karen's been flexing fake authority for years. I call Sarah, my neighbor across the cul-de-sac, who's been here forever. Oh, Ethan, she sighs over the phone. She once fined me $50 for a birdhouse too close to the curb. I paid it. I didn't know I could fight back. I'm pacing now, piecing it together. Karen's a paper tiger, ruling through fear and forged letterhead. But I'm not Sarah. I'm not paying a dime. I'm ending this. Tuesday night, I'm at my desk, laptop glowing, compiling every scrap I've got. Hot tub footage, that newsletter lie, her fine attempt. I'm buzzing, half on fury, half on adrenaline. I upload a clip to a private link, Karen's grand entrance, her blue evolution, the chaotic exit, and fire it off to Mike and Sarah. Post this wherever, I text. Let's see what the neighborhood thinks. By Wednesday, it's on the Maple Grove Facebook group, tagged HOA horror story. Comments flood in. She did what? I knew she was nuts. Ethan, you're a legend. It's spreading like wildfire, and I'm cackling as the likes pile up. Meanwhile, across town, Karen's not sleeping. Mike texts me Thursday. Saw her at the HOA office again, yelling at Tom, the press. Looked like she hadn't slept in days. Tom Hartley's the real HOA head, quiet guy, mid-60s, who's let Karen run the show too long. I picture her, blue ears and all, ranting about sabotage while Tom nods blankly. I almost feel bad for him. Almost. Friday, Tom calls me. Ethan, can you come to the emergency board meeting tomorrow? Bring whatever you've got. His voice is tired, strained. She's out of control. I lean back, grinning. Oh, I'll be there, Tom. I spend the night prepping slides labeled Operation Karen Crash, timestamps, receipts. I'm not just showing up. I'm dropping the hammer. Saturday rolls in, and I'm striding into the HOA clubhouse, laptop under my arm, pulse racing. The room's packed, Tom, Lisa, a dozen others, all eyeing me like I'm about to spill the juiciest gossip in Maple Grove history. Karen's in the back, arms crossed, face a mask of fury. I plug in, fire up the screen, and let it rip. Exhibit A, trespassing for counts. Her son at Bob's on the feed. Exhibit B, forged consent. The newsletter glows. Exhibit C, fake fines. The letter flashes. Gasps ripple through the room. Lisa mutters, she said you agreed. Tom's jaw tightens. Karen's silent, but her glare could melt steel. I finish with the hot tub clip, her scream echoes, the blue chaos unfolds. Someone snickers. Then laughter erupts. Karen bolts up, storms out, door slamming behind her. The vote's quick, unanimous. She's out, pending review. I'm buzzing as I leave, victory sweet on my tongue. But then I see her across the street, pacing her lawn, phone to her ear. She's not done, she's plotting. And I've got a hunch it's about to get uglier. I'm riding high after the HOA meeting, practically floating across my lawn as Karen's rain crumbles like a stale HOA cookie. The board's vote still echoes in my ears, unanimous, swift, a guillotine drop on her petty empire. My phone's blowing up with texts. Ethan, you're a hero. She's done. I'm grinning so hard my face hurts, already planning a victory soak in my reclaimed hot tub. But then I catch her silhouette across the street, pacing, phone glued to her ear, a storm cloud in yoga pants. My gut twists. That's not the look of defeat. That's the look of a cornered animal, and I know Karen doesn't go quietly into the night. Sunday morning, I'm sipping coffee, scrolling the Facebook group. My clips hit 300 likes, memes are popping up like weeds. When Karen says community tub, but forgets to ask. I'm cackling when a shadow falls over my porch. It's a county truck, white and official, parked in my driveway. A guy in a polo, clipboard in hand, frown on his face, steps out. Mr. Miller? Got a complaint about your property. Drainage issues, unpermitted lights, possible groundwater violation. My mug freezes halfway to my mouth. Complaint? From who? He shrugs. Anonymous. Mind if I check? I'm stunned, but I wave him in, heart pounding. This has Karen's fingerprints all over it. He pokes around, hot tub, lights, pipes, while I brew him coffee to keep things chill. My mind's racing. She's hitting back, weaponizing bureaucracy. But I've got permits, logs, everything clean. After 20 minutes, he hands me a report, all clear. Whoever filed this wasted my morning. I force a laugh. Yeah, funny how that happens. He nods, adds, false reports can bite back. Let me know if you ID the clown. Oh, I know the clown, and she's about to regret this circus. Monday, I'm on the phone with Sarah, piecing it together. She tried to find me again last year, Sarah says, voice low. Said my porch swing was unapproved. I ignored it. She backed off. I'm pacing furious. Karen's playbook is threats and bluffs, but this county stunt? That's escalation. I dig deeper. Turns out, she's filed a petition to expand the HOA boundaries, circling my house on a hand-drawn map like a pirate staking treasure. I snag a copy from the county clerk, who's laughing so hard she calls her boss over. Look at this. Non-compliant parcel, in red ink. It's deranged, a suburban coup attempt. They deny it flat, flagging her file. I'm holding the paper, shaking with rage and glee. She's unraveling, and I'm about to pull the thread. Tuesday night, I'm at Mike's place, splitting a pizza, plotting. She's losing it, he says, scrolling next door. Someone posted she yelled at Tom in the parking lot, called him a traitor. I grin. Good. Let her implode. But then I remember her water trick. Last summer, my well pressure dipped. I traced it to a hose snaking from my yard to hers, hidden under mulch. She tapped my private well for her precious roses, no permission, no shame. I'd shut it off, but now it's payback time. Wednesday, I call a plumber buddy, Jake. Can you reroute my gray water tank? Just temporary? Nothing toxic? He laughs. For her? Hell yeah. By Thursday, it's done. A backflow valve locks her out, and a quick flush of old, funky runoff floods her line. I'm in my backyard, testing the tub, when her sprinklers kick on across the street. A brown mist erupts, stench hitting like a slap. Her roses droop, her lawn's a swamp, and she's out there in flip-flops, gagging, yanking the hose like it's possessed. I sip my IPA, watching the chaos unfold, and it's sweeter than victory, it's justice. Friday, she's at my door, blue still faintly tinting her ears, eyes wild. You poisoned my yard, she shrieks. I lean on the frame, calm as a monk. Poisoned? Nah, just redirected some runoff after you stole my water for months. Got the logs, Karen, wanna see? She's trembling, speechless, then spits, you'll pay for this. She storms off, and I'm grinning, but unease creeps in. She's down, not out. Saturday, I'm at Brew Haven when Tom slides into the booth across from me, looking like he's aged a decade. Ethan, she's claiming you stole HOA funds for your stunt, spreading it everywhere. My jaw drops. Funds? I never touched a cent. She's the one who billed wine to the budget. I'm furious, but then I see it, her last gasp, a desperate lie. Tom, I say, leaning in, call another meeting. I've got more. He nods, weary. Tomorrow. Bring it all. Across town, Karen's on her porch, typing furiously on her phone, rallying her last loyalists. She thinks she's flipping the script. She has no idea I'm about to burn it down. I'm still reeling from Tom's bombshell, pacing my kitchen like a caffeinated lunatic, the smell of victory soured by Karen's latest lie. Stealing HOA funds? Me? The guy who wouldn't touch her petty cash with a 10-foot pole? It's absurd, but it's Karen, master of twisting truth into knots. My phone's buzzing nonstop. Text from Sarah. She's saying you billed the HOA for your hot tub dye. Mike. Heard you claimed emotional damages. WTF? I'm livid, palms sweaty, picturing her smug face spinning this yarn to anyone who'll listen. She's lost her throne, her roses, her dignity, and now she's coming for my name. Game on. Sunday morning, I'm at my desk, combing through every scrap of evidence, water logs, cam footage, that fake fine. I'm a one-man war room, fueled by rage and black coffee. Karen's rumor mill's churning. By noon, I overhear two moms at the park whispering, Ethan's suing the HOA for mental anguish. Mental anguish? The only anguish here is hers, scrubbing blue off her elbows. I'm fuming, but then it hits me. She's banking on gossip, not facts. She wants me defensive scrambling. Nope. I'm flipping this table. I call a barbecue. Not just any barbecue, the Jet Jam Jubilee, a full-on backyard bash to reclaim my turf and rewrite the narrative. I whip up flyers, cartoon hot tub with a grin, private means private and bold, and plaster them on every mailbox. Bring a chair, bring a story, let's toast clean water and good neighbors. I even slip one under Karen's door, knowing she won't show, but dying to see her squirm. By dusk, my yard's packed, coolers, folding chairs, kids chasing fireflies. Sarah brings coleslaw, Mike's got a karaoke mic, and Tom's lugging a cooler of root beer, muttering, "Didn't know you were a party guy, Ethan." I grin. Only when I'm winning. The vibe's electric, laughter, clinking cans, the Jets humming like a victory anthem. People sidle up, curious. So, Karen's saying you billed the HOA? I laugh, loud and easy. Bill them? I didn't even bill her for the habanero oil, and that stuff's $12 a vial. Eyes widen, head shake. She's nuts, someone mutters. I don't push, just sip my drink. Let them ask. And they do. Stories pour out. She fined me for a flagpole last 4th of July. She measured my grass with a ruler. Karen's tyranny unravels, one beer at a time. By nightfall, I'm not the villain, I'm the guy who stood up and won. Someone yells, to Ethan, and the cheers hit me like a warm wave. I'm buzzing, alive, untouchable. Meanwhile, across town, Karen's holed up, blinds drawn, typing furiously. She's on Nextdoor, posting. Ethan's party is a distraction. He's hiding the truth about HOA theft. But it's too late. Nobody's biting. Mike texts me a screenshot. Her post got 3 likes, all her cousins. Dead in the water. I'm grinning, but then Monday hits, and the county truck's back. Same guy, same clipboard, looking exhausted. Another complaint, hot tub drainage, again. I groan, but I'm ready, permits out, coffee brewing. He's done in 15 minutes. Clean again. This lady's relentless. I nod. Tell me about it. Tuesday, I file my counterstrike, harassment complaint with the city, copies to the HOA and Facebook group. Update, Jets are clear, but the nonsense keeps flowing. I caption, attaching footage of her trespassing and that water theft hose. Reactions explode. She did what to your well? This is insane. I'm grinning as the tide turns harder. Karen's suspension's official now. Tom texts me. Ethics review's next. She's toast. I'm sorry, but Wednesday, an anonymous note slips under my door. You'll regret crossing me when the HOA falls apart. My pulse spikes. She's unhinged, desperate, and I've got one move left to seal this. Thursday night, I'm at Tom's, prepping for the final meeting. He's pale, shuffling papers. She's rallying a few loyalists, claims you sabotaged the budget. I laugh. Let her try. I've got bank statements, timestamps, her wine receipts from HOA funds glow on my screen. This ends tomorrow, I say, and he nods, grim but resolute. Across the street, Karen's porch light flickers. She's pacing again, phone in hand, plotting her last stand. She thinks she's got an ace. She's about to learn I've got the whole deck. I wake up Friday with a fire in my chest, the anonymous note crumpled on my counter like a battle flag. Karen's last jab, you'll regret crossing me, loops in my head, but I'm not scared. I'm ready. Today's the HO's showdown, and I'm not just walking in with evidence, I'm rolling in with an arsenal. My phone's already buzzing. Sarah, good luck. Ethan. Mike, crusher, dude. I'm grinning, sipping coffee, picturing her smug face when the hammer drops. She thinks she's got one last trick. She's about to find out I've been playing chess while she's been throwing tantrums. Hey, you've stuck with me this far. Ethan from Maple Grove here, wrapping up this wild ride. Hit that subscribe button if you're loving the chaos, because trust me, this finale's worth it. What's your take, Karen Toast or Comeback Queen? Drop it in the comments. I spend the morning polishing my case, water logs, footage, her wine-soaked HOA receipts, all stacked like bricks to bury her. By noon, I'm striding into the HOA clubhouse, laptop slung over my shoulder, pulse thumping like a war drum. The room's a pressure cooker, Tom's at the head, looking like he's one coffee away from collapse, board members fidgeting, neighbors craning their necks. Karen's in the corner, flanked by two loyalists, her cousin Deb, and some guy with a clipboard, probably her last-ditch lawyer. She's got that pinched smirk, like she's still in charge. I lock eyes with her, grin, and plug in. Game time. Tom clears his throat. Ethan, you've got the floor. I fire up the slides, Karen's greatest hits. First up, the hot tub invasion, her sonnet bobbing on the feed. For counts of trespassing, I say, voice steady. Gasps ripple. Next, the newsletter lie, her forged thanks glowing. Falsified consent. Murmurs grow. Then the kicker, HOA bank statements, $150 in miscellaneous charges, timestamped with her wine runs. Embezzlement, I drop, and the room erupts. Deb sputters, that's outrageous. But Tom's glaring at Karen, jaw tight. She's pale, clutching her purse like a lifeline. I play the well footage, her hose snaking to my yard. Water theft, 6 months. Sarah gasps, she blamed the drought. I finish with the harassment, county complaints that note. This isn't leadership, it's a vendetta. The air's electric, face is stunned. Karen leaps up, voice shrill. He's lying. He sabotaged the HOA budget. Ask him about the dye. I laugh, cool as ice. Dye? Paid out of pocket, Karen. Unlike your rose stash. I flash my receipt. $12.47, Spice Haven. Laughter explodes. She's flailing, red-faced. You'll ruin this neighborhood. Tom cuts in. Enough. Vote. It's over in seconds, unanimous again. Karen Phillips, removed from all HOA roles, banned pending legal review. She freezes, then storms out, Deb trailing, muttering excuses. The room cheers, claps. Whoops, someone yells, Jets for Ethan. I'm buzzing, adrenaline surging, but I catch her shadow lingering outside. Phone to her ear. She's not done haunting me yet. Saturday, it's public. HOA email blasts. Leadership change, audit underway. Next her lights up. She's selling her house. Saw her packing blue ears and all. I'm at Brew Haven when Mike slaps my back. Her roses are toast, sprinklers trashed from your grow water stunt. I grin. Karma's a beaut. By Sunday, her lawn's a wilted graveyard. Her most improved garden, gnome tipped over like a sad monument. She's a ghost now, head down, long sleeves, avoiding eyes. Words out. Realtors won't touch her place. HOA dictator's old digs? Pass. Monday night. I'm in my hot tub, jets humming, a cold IPA in hand. I've added a floatie, a rubber duck, blue with a tiny crown, dubbed Duke of Defeat. Peace washes over me, the kind I fought for. Karen's gone, her empire's dust, her threats empty. I raise my glass to the sky, to Maple Grove, to every neighbor who cheered me on. This isn't just a win, it's a damn legend. Across town, her porch lights off, boxes stacked by the curb. She's leaving, tail tucked. But I know her type, she'll pop up somewhere else, terrorizing new turf. Good luck to them. Dear? We're free. And as the jets bubble around me, I lean back, savoring the quiet. Suburban justice, served hot and blue. So, what's next for me? More jets, more peace, maybe a new grill. Stick around, hit subscribe, tell me your craziest neighbor tale below. Because if Karen taught me anything, it's that every backyard's got a story, and I'm just getting started.